All right, guys, you got John and Jonathan.
Yep.
And we both have Mopars. He's got a Jeep. I've got more than one, but we're trying to program the keyless remote on this Dakota 99. Right. So we got this from Stephen Hall. He ended up sending us these remotes. Thanks again to him. But we need a way to program them. And John is doing a little life hack here. No. He got this Dorman kit off of Amazon, but we don't like the remote that came with it. So it comes with this little programming box. Normally you would have to go to the dealership to do this, but apparently you can program almost any remote with this. You plug it into the OBD, you wait for this thing to beep. I'll walk you guys through the instructions. I guess I can kind of just tell you. It says turn vehicle ignition key to on without starting it. Then it says to plug this thing in. You're gonna hear a chime sound. You're gonna push the unlock and the lock button at the same time for 3 seconds, then push the unlock for 2 seconds. And then it says repeat step 4 for any additional remotes. So then on my second remote, I guess we would hold the unlock and lock and then hold unlock for another few seconds. And then it says once you're done, it says to turn the ignition off. And then it says wait 2 minutes for some reason and then verify the key functions work. So should hopefully work. Let's try it and see if it does. All right, so John was just pointing out, if you actually look, it says that it only works from 2000 and up, but then when we were reading reviews, it said 99 up.
99 works too, yeah.
So
on the Jeeps, so I don't know. Hopefully this one will work too.
We'll see. I don't know what the difference is. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, John's returning it. So let's go ahead and try it. All right, so I've heard things about the doors having to be closed, but I'm not sure, so we'll try it. I'm gonna jump in, and your OBD 2 port's gonna be right under here. You're just gonna plug it in. So we'll jump in. We got the key in the ignition. You can probably hear it screaming like a chicken.
It's on off, right?
Yeah, so it's on off. They said to turn it to on and then plug it in.
Yep.
So we have it on. We'll go ahead and we'll plug in our device down here. You guys hear that? Push unlock and lock.
Hold it for 2 seconds.
3 seconds. And then unlock.
No, 'cause I smoke.
And I don't know. Unlock and lock. And unlock. I don't know what that beep is, but that's not that thing. And that says wait 2 minutes though, doesn't it?
Wait 2 minutes.
I don't know why you have to wait 2 minutes. Okay guys, so I ended up making that video, and not that it was the most exciting video, but I wanted to make it so that you guys could make an informed decision and almost just for almost experimental purposes. So when we read the reviews on Amazon, people were saying that they could get it to work on a 99, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep product. So the reason why we got that thing, which is the Dorman kit with the remote, it comes with the remote, comes with a programmer. I already happen to have those 2 remotes that Stephen Hall sent me, and Jonathan, the one that you guys always see in the videos, he has a 2001 Jeep Grand Cherokee, and he never received a remote fob with his truck. So he wanted to have that, keyless remote, whatever. So he ended up getting the kit, and I figured since I already have the 2 remotes, we would try it on my truck, see if we got lucky and see if it would program. So we did 2 experiments, and we weren't having too much success, so I didn't really document us tinkering with stuff, but I just wanted to give you guys some information. So we tried that Dorman programmer box. We tried that with the remotes that are for my year of vehicle, my 99. So we tried it, couldn't get it to do anything. We tried different sequences. We did the whole hold the unlock and lock button at the same time for I think 3 seconds, and then you're supposed to move over to holding the unlock, and then you're supposed to release it. And there's that programming method. There was another one where you're supposed to hold the unlock button for 4 to 10 seconds and then push the panic button. And we researched online all different sequences of trying to program it, and it didn't seem to want to take. On the flip side, if you guys go over to Jonathan's channel, which I'll link down below, you can see how he did it on his channel. I don't know if he'll have the video up just yet, but he is going to be making a video on that, so I'll link him down below. But on his truck, when we plugged in his, that Dorman unit, he had a remote that he wanted to use that he bought off Amazon. And the Dorman programmer box, when he plugged it in, he tried programming the remote that he bought separately from the Dorman kit, and it wouldn't program it. So even though he had the Dorman programmer, he has a 2001, it's within the year range that it says it can do it for, it wouldn't program the remote. The moment we tried the Dorman remote, it actually took and accepted the programming, and he has a working remote fob now. So with that being said, we went back to the Dakota. Like I said, we didn't film all this because it would have been annoying, and I'll just tell you what we did. And when we went back to the Dakota, we actually tried to program my Dakota, the 99, with the Dorman programmer and with the Dorman remote, since that's the configuration that worked on his 01, and it still would not work. We tried a bunch of different sequences, it still would not work. So I think, unless you guys know of anything else, I know there's some other stuff like Alpha OBD or something like that for the newer vehicles, but I think I'm stuck having to either get a locksmith or a dealer to program that, unless I get my own key programming, which for me in one key doesn't really make sense. The other thing I may just do is use up one of my AAA tows. Since I have, I think, 4 services, or maybe even more than that, since I have a premium membership, if you lose your keys or anything like that, they will send a locksmith out. So I might just use one of my tows for that, so I can use one service up, and I might just use it to get one key programmed, and then I'll be all set. So rather than dishing out 150 bucks, I might just use up one of my AAA services. But that's the information. I'm struggling to get these keys or the fobs programmed to my truck, so I just want to keep you guys up to date on that whole thing and see if I could get a way to program it. But unless you have one working fob, it's pretty hard on these older ones. The newer ones, you can seem to get away with it more. The S2000, we programmed it without any fob whatsoever. There was just a sequence of turning the key on and off and putting the button in, and it worked. But anyways, I just wanted to give you guys that information. If you guys found this informative, I know it wasn't that exciting, but hopefully it was good information, give it a thumbs up. We have a bunch of new videos on this channel, the main channel, and also the garage, so make sure you subscribe to all 3. Check in, we're cranking out a ton of vids. Thanks for your continued support. See you on the next one.